Hello, Beyonce.
You're pretty swell.
Everybody enjoying the show? Oui, Patty. We snapping. Toms, please. We want to welcome you to the 2024 Summer Olympic Games. On behalf of Team USA. USA. Get a look at America, y'all. These hopes and dreams, these superstars.
Hello. Welcome back to Where WWE Meets Pop Culture. It's me, Queen PR, and it is Monday. You know, where you come and kick key with me before Raw. We get into all of this past week's wrestling and pop culture news, all the top rope tea from all your favorite wrestlers. I want to welcome everyone back. Hey, Rakasha. Hey, Matt. Hi, Justin. So it has been a busy weekend. I am fresh off of Afro Punk, my first Afro Punk. I got to see the first wrestling event at Afro Punk, a partnership with LPW, Legacy Pro Wrestling. And it was really cool because two of my dearest friends was doing commentary. It was a mix between the Battle of the Bands and some wrestling matches. Sir Wilkins and CNW, who you may or may not have seen on this stream, honorary wrestling girl. Hey, Dad. But that was really cool. I love being a part of First and Big Moments. So seeing that there was a Black wrestling promotion being represented at Afro Punk in Brooklyn was pretty awesome. And then, of course, Jobber Slam was also here in Brooklyn. Jobber Slam was awesome, as it always is. It was the fourth rendition of it. It was a Jobber Tears and Battle Club Pro joint, and it delivered in every way. A steel cage match turned into a street fight, and when I tell you, niggas was really in the streets. And I was here for it. I got a really, really cool angle because one thing I know how to do is follow a fight and get all the footage. And I did. So go on our Instagram. Hey, Black Thoughts. Me and Black Thoughts, that was bro this weekend. We was killing it at Afro Punk and then at Jobber Slam. But I just want to shout out everyone that was involved in Jobber Slam. It was another very special event. We call it our second Juneteenth because it is when all of our family get together and just have a really good time. So much work was put into the show. Shout out to Janelle, part owner of Battle Club Pro, one of the few Black women who owns part of a wrestling promotion. I'm going to ignore the Bronx slander in the comments because I am not from Brooklyn. I have class. Okay, I have respect. So I'm just going to keep it moving. And yes, that street fight was epic. So everyone, welcome back to Where WWE Meets Pop Culture live with me, Queen PR. You can catch me here on those Wrestling Girls platforms every Wednesday night before Raw. Make sure you subscribe and you hit that bell for notifications so that you don't miss any of our content. And we go live multiple times a week with a variety of characters. So make sure you hit that bell for notifications so you can stay tuned. I want to shout out some of our sponsors, Duke and Dame Whiskey. We also was discovering new Black-owned brands at Afro Punk. So keep supporting the brand, keep supporting Black-owned businesses, and you will not be disappointed being a part of TWG Network. And yes, Sir Wilkins and Mr. Black's mama was there, and she had a chair, and she was mixing it up. It was some good shit over at Jobber Slam, I must say. And I loved everything about that. But we are here for wrestling and pop culture news, all that fun wrestling news that happens outside of the ring. If you were here with me last week, I recapped the inaugural Fanatics Fest, which was the ultimate place where WWE and wrestling met pop culture, and it was phenomenal. I suggest you, because I know you've heard about it, Jay-Z was there. multiple times. I know you heard about Fanatics Fest here in New York. There will be more events. So go watch the replay of my stream where I recap that event because it was fucking awesome. And I really wish I could just like, you know, like take me back, like legit, like take me back and check that out. But I do want to start with some fun news because we do have a busy show. We had some fashion moments that crossed over. We have football, college football season kicking up, and it's a lot going on in this show. So I do want to get into it. But first, I want to share this really fun clip of a moment that I don't think this is the first time this has happened. But I do feel like they had a good time. And like at first it seems random, but I think it makes a lot of sense. So let's roll the first clip of the night.
The mic.
Do you want to? What do you want to say?
Be in the picture.
Gotta go bow.
Did they have ballet? Can somebody get the car from Selena?
Ric Flair drip.
Hang on, you're the woman right here.
Mike
Hang on.
Tyson
Right
2.0. Go woo on a bitch. Woo on a bitch.
Our third party is right here.
You think we're gonna get canceled?
So you see what I mean when I say like it seems random at first, but then it kind of makes all the sense in the world. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is not the first time this happened. Shout out to Dana White, who was also in that video, and Ric Flair's blazer, because it's definitely one that I would wear. But Mike Tyson actually has a cannabis brand, and he has been an advocate of cannabis over the years. It has calmed him down in many, many, many ways. Oh, good, Justin. Look at the old fogies. Yes, that is definitely how you would describe those two. But I, as you know, I am a pro marijuana person. And if that is how Mike Tyson wants to live his life, is going to live his life. I did read something, though, about how his marijuana use may or may not have gotten in the way of his fight with Jake Paul, and how he is practicing abstinence in training for that fight. So I don't know where marijuana, especially if you like grow it and sell it, where that falls into those parameters, I guess, for this fight, which I was really hoping was going to happen. But I think that is just like a really, really cool clip to start the show on. I want to know how you guys feel about this Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight, because I am one of those people where I think everything is booked, you know, like I don't want to get into the election, but there's so many like babyface booking errors that have been made in certain people's speeches, and I just feel like everything is just a work. And if this Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight is a work, I don't want to see Mike Tyson lose, no matter how much money they fucking throw at him. You know what I mean? Like over some fucking YouTuber, like come on. But when there are hundreds and millions of dollars that are being made, a lot of those things kind of like go out the window. So I'm very curious of how everyone else is feeling. So I do open up the show usually with things that are inspiring me this week. So I want to hear from all of you what has inspired you this week. And I want to get into this story because once I seen it, I was like, is that what I think it is? Like, okay, it definitely looks familiar. But yes, the big three absolutely on SmackDown paid homage to Simone Biles, the GOAT, and Team USA in their gear. They did three of the looks: the blue with the stars, the red, the white. And I do want to point out, as you know, I particularly really enjoyed the Olympics this year. I thought it was just so phenomenal to watch. And it was just so entertaining. And I'm a huge Simone Biles fan, and Team USA really killed it. Shout out to the rest of the team. But they were paying homage to Team USA and Simone Biles, of course. And three GOATs celebrating the GOAT. Like, I'm here for it. It went viral. ESPN reported on the gear paying homage to these wonderful, wonderful women. Of course, they had to go into the photo booth and get photos. And I just love this because you see Bianca giving off the gymnastics pose. And I feel like Bianca, I might have said it in previous videos because this isn't the first time she's paid homage to Team USA. at the Olympics. She could have easily been an Olympic athlete if she really put her mind to it. I'm glad that WWE got her selfishly, but I do feel like she could have easily been an Olympic athlete. And who's not to say about the other two women in the big three? But you can just see the pride that they have. And I love Naomi and Jade and Bianca's group or faction because it is so powerful. I can only imagine what this means to little girls everywhere. And the fact that it was noticed by the world is something really special. And then that brings me to Naomi. Trinity took a step further, and she channeled our girl Beyonce and her welcome video for the Paris Olympics, and this beautiful bodysuit, the jacket, the cowboy boots, the cowboy hat. Phenomenal. I love every single thing about this. And you know, Trinity, we all know she's a big Beyonce fan, as is everyone on the planet. So the fact that she was able to do this and get really good pics and really good videos is everything. I really hope Beyonce notices this. So if you guys are following Trinity on Instagram, tag Beyonce in the comments, because I need her to see how my queen slayed. Okay, she slayed. Like, look at the jacket. Like, she is really giving. And again, just more forms of representation, like little girls seeing Trinity emulate Beyonce and all of the Black women that were really killing it during the Olympics. So shout out to Trinity for doing this. I love it. Comment your reaction when you first seen these gear tributes to Team USA. I want to know what you thought, if you were like living the way that I was. All right, so let's go to the next story. Celebrity Family Feud, something I particularly look forward to in the summer. And there is always a WWE episode. And this summer did not disappoint. Women of WWE took on the men of WWE. Bianca led a team of Zelina, Jade, Mia Yim, and Sonya Deville. Then you had Bobby Lashley, Austin Theory, Montez Ford. Who were the other ones? They lost. And Dawkins, of course. And LA Knight, which was I like the I hate to say diversity of the two groups. It wasn't like the usual suspects who've gone on Celebrity Family Feud, so this was fun. The girls won, but some of their answers, y'all, and Family Feud, that's the best part. The best part of Family Feud is Steve Harvey's reactions to people's ridiculous ass answers. That is what makes Family Feud fun and hilarious. And some of these answers that they were given was so funny. I don't know if we have a clip from the show. But Bianca and Zelina did the fast money round, and they did not win because some of these answers, I was just like, wait, girl, what? Like, no. But $10,000 did go to a charity, so it was a fun watch. It is on demand right now, so you can still watch the full episode. I do also want to mention that Bobby Lashley and the guys were dressed in these beautiful suits. You can see Bobby Lashley's here. Montez Ford and Dawkins had on a suede type of black suit vibe. Loved it. But Steve Harvey, who is the king of suits, you know, he's always in a suit, who never wears the same suit twice, was impressed by their fits and was like, oh, damn, I had a suit I was going to wear. I should have pulled it out. Now, let me tell you something. When somebody talks about the thing that they should have wore, when they see something that you wore, that means you got them pressed and they like, damn, I should have stepped my game up. That is the vibe that Steve Harvey was having. I'm telling you that right now. And the fact that my boys from WWE impressed Steve Harvey and made him think like, damn, I should have showed up to work. Okay? I should have wore that and not what I will have on now. And the suit was a little basic. When you think about Steve Harvey, the suit is a little basic. But let's take a look at this quick clip from Montez Ford. Because he never, ever disappoints me when it comes to the jokes and the laughs and the memorable moments. Because you know he had to start it off with Bianca. And yeah, let's take a look.
Something he'd offer his ex-wife instead. Montez.
The Bills?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you've never been divorced before. I can assure you that ain't how this works.
So I love that clip. So the question was like, if you like got divorced or something, what's the first thing the guy would want to do to win you back? And of course, Montez Ford and Bianca was not talking that divorce word. Not over here. I feel you on that, girl. But I want to welcome some new people into the chat. Hey, Letty. And yes, Four Sides of the Ring, welcome. It is kind of crazy that this episode aired after Bobby getting released. But this episode was filmed months and months and months and months ago. So yeah, shit happens. But at least he got a Family Feud episode out of it. But yeah, go check out the episode. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you remember some other game show moments that WWE stars have been a part of. They have been on Wheel of Fortune, Pictionary, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, The Weakest Link. WWE is all up in there. Okay, maybe I'll do a TikTok on it. But WWE superstars have guested on plenty of shows because us fans will tune in. So let's go to the next story. So Nikki Garcia, who's been on her hosting shit, will be hosting a live Netflix sports special about a hot dog eating contest. So all my glizzy lovers out there, okay, I might know some personally who enjoy these hot dog eating contests. It is an American staple at this point. Netflix is hosting a live event against Chestnut and Kobayashi, who have unfinished beef. Okay, you see what they did there. But they are like rivals in this hot dog eating game competition. Like, I didn't even know that there were Stone Cold Rock feuds in fucking contests. But it has brought them to main event a Netflix live sports event special. And Nikki Garcia will be hosting with actor Rob Riggle, which is a huge deal. This will air Monday, September 2nd, 12 p.m. noon on Netflix. Cover Beats with the vintage t-shirt. Oh my god. Let's go in. Wow. I mean, look at these designs. So, yes, people watch this shit. I work at a tabloid. People love these hot dog eating contests. Like, it is an American staple at this point. Jay Dixon says they've been rivals for years now. Who knew? Okay, so for me, that makes it, I'm even more intrigued because it's like, who gonna win? It's live. Who is going to win? I am hyped for this. I am hyped for Nikki Garcia being able to host something like this. She will definitely make it light and fun and funny. Shout out to Brie, who also made an appearance in London at AEW's All In. She was a part of Bryan Danielson's championship celebration with Birdie and Buddy, and it was so cute. And it also very odd, of course, seeing them in non-WWE context, but I always love a good Brie sighting. She was on Renee Paquette's interview series. They're good friends, and I love that. And I love seeing my girls present. They are two of the hardest working moms in the business. And these type of opportunities for Nikki Garcia and Brie Garcia, I am all the way here for. So yeah, Rakarsha, you gonna watch it live. You're gonna keep me updated, okay? All right, sis? Keep me updated. So my favorite part of the show is the fashion corner. And Liv Morgan, I am going to say, is the star of the fashion corner tonight. She graced the Crow red carpet premiere, sponsored by TikTok and Lionsgate Films. She is my red carpet queen. She never disappoints. And you know, King Troy had her coming correct on that red carpet. She does black very, very well. I am very appreciative of the style. Yeah, her makeup is good. She got some leg action there. The Crow is an interesting film. Anyone else kind of knows what The Crow's about, put it in the comments, but it has a legacy. And I'm just gonna keep it there, but it's a movie about revenge. And I don't want to go too far and ruin it for you, but if you are into suspense, if you're into like those revenge thriller, killer, slasher films, I would go check it out and go show Liv Morgan some love with this all black fit, because I am here for it. I love it. And then next, for Liv Morgan, at a house show recently, she rocked this schoolgirl type uniform. It says Liv and Dom on it, blue schoolgirl skirt. So I don't know if she has confirmed this, but a lot of people on the internet are saying that this look was inspired by Avril Lavigne in a scene from her Girlfriend video. And if you are a late 90s, early 2000s baby like me, I was a huge Avril Lavigne fan. I remember this girlfriend. Hey, I don't like your girlfriend. Yeah, y'all know the song. But this look from the video is very similar to Liv Morgan's look. So I'm here for that. I love that. I love all of Liv Morgan's tributes to things. She does cosplay very well. She's very fun. This character is very fun. Guys, let me know what you guys think. Do you y'all see the inspiration here? Or are we reaching? But I can see it. And that's what the fashion corner is here for, because I want to know what you think. Okay. Do y'all see the inspiration? And are y'all here for it? Because I am absolutely here for it. Yes. So my favorite power couple in wrestling, yes, I said it. They went to a really, really, really cutesy thing, Diamonds and Denim event, and they brought the looks as they do. They are the A-list couple, and I am here for them. What do you guys think of Miz and Maurice's look? Have you guys ever been to a Diamonds and Denim party? I might have to steal this theme because I think it's super cute. It's giving Cowboy Carter for me. It's giving Cowboy Carter. Also, y'all know I met The Miz recently, and it was very exciting. I was in Cleveland, and I met him in his hometown, and it was awesome. I cannot wait to meet Maurice. That's what I really wanted to ask him. When I met The Miz, I was like, where's Maurice? All right, we can take this down. So one thing I love is where wrestling kind of creeps into the entertainment business, because you have to be so many different like aspects of an entertainer to be a WWE superstar, especially like you have to have some acting, you have to have some entertainment value, you have to be charming, you have to be so many different things at so many different times on top of the athleticism. So it's something that I really respect. But if you want to study character work, I don't think there's anyone better than Mick Foley. He literally played 3 characters, maybe even 4 if you just count his regular self in WWE. I mean, do you know anyone else who's entered the Royal Rumble 3 times as different people? I don't think so. But his Cactus Jack and like Mankind characters are so dark and brooding and inspired, and you know, they really came from somewhere. And those are some of the story. That's like the character building that really got me hooked as a kid. Like Mankind was really, really big when it comes to capturing my imagination and just being enthralled by his work. And it was really cool to know that I don't watch The Walking Dead, but I know it's a really popular show. I know a lot of people who do watch it. But Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who has been on the show for a while, reveals that his character, Negan, He took a lot of inspiration from Mick Foley and Cactus Jack. Even said it in a birthday post to Mick Foley recently, and you can see the similarities between the bats that they have that's wrapped around barbed wire, and that is one of Cactus Jack's signature weapons. So I love that he took some of that with him, and his character is kind of terrifying on The Walking Dead. So I think that was really cool. Did anyone else know this? Does anyone else know of any other actors who have paid respect to wrestlers and gotten a lot from their character work? I would love to talk more about that, because, you know, even just little things like Conor McGregor saying, you know, I almost mentioned 2 fucking canceled people in one fucking reference. But it's exciting when you keep at people, because when you're younger, you play wrestler, you emulate these people, you carry their mannerisms, and when entertainers that are like super successful in Hollywood are also doing the same thing and it's working for them, it's really, really exciting news. Speaking of Hollywood, Drew McIntyre, thank you, Jay Dixon. As you know, he is starring in Batista's new movie, The Killer's Game, which is out, I think, next week. And the first look at his character was revealed. Here is a photo of Drew McIntyre and his character. The only thing I know about his character is that he plays a Scottish hitman. And I will be releasing a video that's on our social media about how he even got into this film and how Batista called him and was like, yo, I need this kind of character. Are you available? Let's do it. He auditioned and he got the role, which I think is really, really cool. Do you guys plan to see The Killer's Game? I will post the link to the trailer in the comments, but it looks like a pretty cool movie. Batista's producing it. He's heavily involved in the production. He called Drew McIntyre to be in the film. A couple other WWE superstars auditioned for the film. They didn't make it, but this is going to be, you know, it has Terry Crews. Like, this is going to be a game changer when we talk about where WWE meets pop culture. So I'm very excited for this. So how about we take a very quick break? Everybody invite your friends to come through to get all the top rope tea about your favorite wrestlers outside of the ring. We'll take a break and we will be right back.
I wouldn't have been mad at either outcome because of the fact that, as much as I love Mercedes, it's also Willow just got this title, has barely defended it, and one thing AEW doesn't do a lot of is very short title transitional reigns. So it would have been it would have meant more if you let it gather and like Willow retain, and then you can do it later. But then at the same time, the flip side of that coin is not just the whole, well, it's Mercedes. It's also, look at how you presented Okada, where Okada came in, immediately got a title match, and immediately won a belt. If you didn't do that for Mercedes too, it's bad optics. Whereas like you're not treating Mercedes with the same vigor that you do Okada, where Okada can come in, get a title like that.
I'm triggered.
Who told you to make sense, Justin?
Listen,
wrestling fans.
You know how wrestling fans feel about
that. If you're gonna drag me correctly if I'm gonna get it right.
Golly.
But at the same time, I love them both, and I wouldn't have been mad at Willow retaining. It's just one of those where, like, logistically, this is why you got Mercedes.
Right.
Not to mention, Mercedes waited an entire fucking year for this get back. True. This goes all the way back to that New Japan Strong match and that title, and her almost ending her career over that injury. So you could not have pivoted Mercedes to someone else. Like, why don't you get Julia Hart? Why don't you get Sky Blue? Because it would have made no sense. She's finally healthy. Why wouldn't you get that lick back immediately and get this belt off of Willow immediately? Like, it had all the heat right there. There's no guarantee that he's going to be there 6 months from now. I wouldn't have been mad at.
Okay, welcome back to Where WWE Meets Pop Culture. Before we get started with the rest of the show, I want everyone right now to subscribe to Those Wrestling Girls YouTube channel and follow me, Queen PR, on TikTok and Instagram. And tell all your friends to come through with me, Kiki, with me every Monday night before Raw. So, my girl, AJ Mendez Brooks, if we're being correct, will be developing her memoir Crazy Is My Superpower into a docuseries with A&E. I'm really excited about this because everyone has been clamoring for her to come back because CM Punk is back, of course. We miss her. We've always missed her. We always wanted her back. I have always talked about her writing, how she's in her author bag, how I'm like, girl, do not rush to get back into wrestling. Do your thing, okay? She is releasing a comic book series with her sister called Day of the Dead Girl, which comes out next month. October. And I do hope to get a copy and be able to do some fun stuff with you. But her memoir is being developed into a series, so we get to hear AJ Mendez's story in that A&E context, because even just watching like Trish Stratus's story, Becky Lynch's story, like I couldn't help but think like I want the same treatment done for AJ Lee. And now we don't just get to hear about her as a wrestler, but we get to hear her life story. I have recommended AJ Lee's book to non-wrestling fans. I was in a book club at work a few years ago, and we wanted to do books on mental health and dealing with mental illness and wellness and just being on that journey. And I recommended AJ Mendez's book because it didn't matter that none of those people knew who she was or that she was a wrestler or watched wrestling. It was the fact that this is an inspiring story about somebody's life and hard work and just overall overcoming just so many different things that AJ Lee has been through way before she even got to WWE. Honestly, I think the most interesting thing about AJ Lee's book, Crazy Is My Superpower, that dropped in 2017, is her story before she got to WWE, because what it took for her to get to wrestling and then through wrestling is so inspirational. She's a New York Times bestselling author. She has taken acting roles along with CM Punk as well. But knowing that we get to hear her story and so many people in the world outside of the wrestling bubble get to be inspired by her means so much. And I cannot wait for you guys to check it out. I don't know anymore. It was just announced, so I don't have any release date or anything on this docuseries. But as you know, I will be, I serve the top rope tea. Okay, you will get the information you need where WWE meets pop culture with Queen PR. Best believe. So CM Punk, also very busy outside of the ring, has been in his acting bag for years. He's acted in many, many different things. Heels, which he is here. The Girl on the Third Floor, Rabid. He is an actor. He is not new to this. When he was outside of wrestling, he was getting booked and he was busy. I like CM Punk as an actor personally. It shows a different side of him. He's very versatile. As y'all know, I am probably one of the biggest CM Punk fans now. It was just announced that he will be starring in a dark comedy coming out October 25th, and it is called Let's Start a Cult. So it's a dark comedy about a cult member who missed out on the big group suicide. So he gathered up some of the other losers of the cult and says, let's start a cult. And I like these kind of dark comedies. I have recently been binging It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and I don't think there is a show like that kind of represents dark humor like that show. And I feel like Let's Start a Cult is a movie that's right up my alley. CM Punk has the repertoire, whatever you want to call it, to be in a movie like this. His role has not been defined yet, but in the credits it does say and Phil Brooks, so it's suggesting that he'll have a special cameo. So as more details are disclosed about his role in this movie, Let's Start a Cult, I will be, of course, giving you all of the information on it. Other people in the film: Eric Rahil from The Bear, Katie Fullen, Daniel Simonson, Joe Pera, Tom Papa, and Ethan Suplee. And they all have the credit, okay? And this is just another instance of a very talented performer being featured in Hollywood. So do we have an example of CM Punk? I think the producer was getting a clip ready for CM Punk in one of my those hills. Let's take a look.
Just need a sink so Vicky here can make the blood. Blood?
Stoke the rapidity! Stoke!
I love having my family with me when I work.
Amen, brother. You know, between my knees, my back, my neck, these days quicker to tell you what doesn't hurt.
So I hope YouTube doesn't get me in too much trouble for that. But Heels is coming to Netflix, the first 2 seasons. It's originally a Star show, and Brian H. Waters and I was going to do a watch along with it, and we could not find it on Stars, and we were devastated because we know it got canceled. But it's like, okay, we're going to watch the first 2 seasons. So the first 2 seasons will be available on Netflix. And what I am hoping, this is my theory, is that between it being on Netflix, a lot of shows have been renewed due to the high viewership on Netflix. People rewatching it, discovering it for whatever reason. And then you have wrestling coming to Netflix. So you know how that algorithm be algorithming. So more people are going to be watching Heels. And what I am hoping is that turns into a season 3 that is like undeniable. Like I want Netflix to look at those numbers and be like, holy shit, let me get in touch with Stars. Let me throw the bag at them and let's get filming on season 3, because season 2 left on a huge cliffhanger. Okay. So I need to know if Jack is okay. And if you watch Heels, you know what I'm talking about. And you know why I need to know if Jack is okay. Okay? Maybe when Heels does debut on Netflix, maybe we'll do a live stream watch along, me and Brian H. Waters maybe, and just watch it with everybody. See, whoever's under the Four Sides of the Ring account, they know. We need to know. Is Jack okay? You know what I'm saying? Brian H. Waters is in the chat. He knows what's up. Okay, we hope he's okay, but we shall see. If y'all watch Heels, tell all your friends to watch Heels. It will get renewed, and we will know if Jack is okay. So, College Game Day. So Sheamus was in Dublin with Pat McAfee and the crew at Game Day, and they chopped it up. You know, he grew up there. He made some predictions on the game. He was right, and he trolled them. But I like these instances because college football is a big part of wrestling. A lot of football play. I can't help but think of like JR for some reason, but a lot of football players turn into wrestlers, and a lot of wrestlers have college football backgrounds. Pat McAfee, as you know, it goes back to the football. It goes back to football in the fall. And last year it was very sudden, and I was very heartbroken because like I love Pat McAfee on commentary. But now I kind of was like, okay, you know what? This is your thing. Get your bag. I actually need the multiple streams of income energy my way because I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to be like seasonal employment. You know what I'm saying? Get the money, get the bag. But I thought this was cool having Sheamus there. He is very entertaining, very, very fun. Do we have a clip of Sheamus on the show? Because I would love to check it out.
Last night he showed us the town he grew up in, and Sheamus is a good time. Sheamus is a great time, but he's also prepared, very prepared.
I just say that you were like Lazarus last night. Just kept coming back from the dead over and over and over again. I thought you'd like gone about 3 or 4 times. Just kept coming back.
It's great to be home, which I assume you feel the exact same way.
Amazing, mate. Nothing like it.
And this is how the weather always is.
Yeah, I think it's a miracle happened here in Ireland. It's normally raining every single day. This is probably the best day we've got in about 20 years.
So Sheamus, of course, had to troll the guys. So I don't know a lot about college football, but I do know that college football season kicked off with a Georgia Tech victory over Florida State in Dublin this past Saturday. And Sheamus called it. And you know what? I love that. I love that a lot. And after the Georgia Tech upset, Sheamus jumped on Twitter to troll the cast of Game Day and tease them about being experts when he was the only one that made the correct pick. I love this. And I will say, I'm going to warn everybody that tunes into Where WWE Meets Pop Culture Live with me, Queen PR, is I am a sports girly now. I will be getting into sports. I will be following the WNBA playoffs, and I will be following the NBA because my girls and some of my favorite wrestling power couples are always on the court side. So I will be following that. We will be following football season. So where WWE Meets Pop Culture is going to come alive, okay, this fall, because this is when it all kind of kicks off. Award season is coming up. Football season, basketball season, it's all coming up. And WWE, I feel, and I know it for a fact, is going to have a bigger and bigger presence every year. We've seen it at Fanatics Fest last weekend. So this show is going to be jam-packed and busy. I am accepting tips. I want to cover more of our favorite wrestlers' social media. What restaurants are they eating at? Where are they traveling to? What are they wearing? I want to get more into that type of top rope tea. So if you have a tip, you see something on one of your favorite wrestlers' social media that you think that I should cover on this show, send it over. Hashtag WWMPC. Hashtag WWMPC. I will check it out. And I will feature it on the show and give you a shout out, okay? Because this show happens because of all of you, okay? And I want to thank everyone that has been involved in this show so far. I want to thank the producer, of course. I want to thank the team over at Fanatics Fest, who I hope to be doing a lot more work with. I want to thank everybody who joined us, especially for the first time, Four Sides of the Ring. Brian H. Waters, Rakarsha, everyone that was in the building. Please, if you like this show, if you are into pop culture, wrestling news, all the fun shit that we get into on the show, tell a friend. You know where to find me every Monday night. I don't care if I'm here in the Bronx or I'm in fucking Cleveland in some West Bubba hotel. I will be here every Monday night, 7 p.m., serving you all of the top rope tea from all of your favorite wrestlers every Monday. So make sure you follow me, Queen PR, on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, all of it. Subscribe to Those Wrestling Girls YouTube channel. We're on Twitch. We are on Patreon. And kick it with the crew. We are live multiple times a week for multiple different shows. So make sure you are always in tune. And we love all of our VIP members. So I think we're gonna end the show here. Give everybody some time to eat and everything before Raw. I will be tuning into Raw, live tweeting as well, and I will see everybody next week.